With the skyline of Manhattan as our backdrop, we are at Brooklyn, New York. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season as we do the Redwoods of Honolulu and the Brooklyn Bulls. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Brooklyn. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make everything in the book. He's an asset to have in any offense.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. The 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. Well, they attend to him. We'll step aside. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
We can't have that.
This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brooks. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Operating from the gun, Kenny. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. 2nd and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game, and guess what? They also got the lead guy running it pretty well, too.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Hands it off out of the gun. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on 3rd down, Kenny. Nowhere to turn here, he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. He was really focused focus downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
And that is one goal. And this will remain a scoreless game. The opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
It does especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
The home side once again ready to take over offensively. So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. The drive begins with Mason. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On the ground again, it's Mason. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Anthony. Able to find the open man. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. All told, they get 13 yards on that play.
Well, Parker, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. They go play action here on first down. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points.
That's caught. Touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Bulls are on the... Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there took 6 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kenny. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
False start, offense.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw. Kenny. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Kenny. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And caught up. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Starting the drive with Mason on the ground. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Anthony. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Mason. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, you think about what it's taken to get to this point. The Giants and the Jets, obviously historic franchises, shared the stadium for years, never felt fully right. Well, now you got 2 New York teams with 2 different homes. Well, this team in Brooklyn, I'll tell you what, walking in, seeing the excitement on the fans' faces, they are ready to embrace a team here in Brooklyn, and this should be a fun experience to watch unfold.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. On 1st down, Anthony. Wide open receiver complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards. A little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. Second quarter now. It's Brooklyn in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Anthony. And it's caught. Touchdown. Great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bulls go up by 2 touchdowns. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Now for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. That time a 6-play drive. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize his play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Kenny. For Kenny, here it's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Kenny. Incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also didn't get a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And for the 2nd time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they got 3 now. They got to unlock their offense for bigger points down the road.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3. A handoff to start the drive to Mason. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
And that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you kind of hit the jackpot there.
And they'll get up near the 45 or spot at the 44. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him think.
By that program.
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then he curls back inside for the completion.
False start, offense.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Anthony. That's to the sideline and incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now they run. It's Mason. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
To throw on 2nd down, Anthony. Touchdown! Great effort there. 28 yards. And the Bulls are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or we could do it here in football, Carter?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And taken right on the 30. They'll score it on a 36-yard punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Anthony, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Touchdown! A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bulls continue to pull away here in this first half. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. On 1st and 10, Kenny. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he will have a 1st down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. They'll look to throw again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the visitors who are out in front in the second quarter. The Orbits looking to get to 1-0, and they've got the lead in front of their home faithful. From there,
it looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Throwing on first down, Anthony. He finds his man, complete. That's Gregory. 25 yards that time.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties, and then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
They'll run here with Mason. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
That was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Looking to throw on second down. Anthony fighting Johnson on the out route. That's complete. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Now Mason. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got Mason complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back to throw. Anthony. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Mason. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Looking to throw. Anthony. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They run it with Mason. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bulls take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is just getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On third down, Kenny in trouble, and he's taken down. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth. And on now is the punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Off the play fake, Anthony. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On second down now, it's Mason. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Partner still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play.
He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and marking at the 5.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild. And here's another completion for good yardage.
Ball start, offense.
And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start. Again, he'll drop to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. A big loss there of about 7 yards on first and goal, so now it's second down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation, because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Back to throw. Anthony. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With now 3 week-long touchdowns. And the Bulls have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into week 2. This has been an impressive week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Kenny. And that is incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at it that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 69 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. They'll run again with Mason. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this offense on 3rd down today can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Ball start, offense.
Not what you wanted there, 3rd and 2.
And this is something you've worked on in practice from the time you were in training camp, yet you still create your own mistakes.
On 3rd down, Mason. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. On first down, Kenny. His throw incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw on third down, Kenny. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First down, Redwoods.
Looking to throw, Kenny. That's pulled in by Brooks. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Kenny throwing right in, that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Redwoods.
On first and 10, Kenny. And oh, it'll be intercepted. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On second down, it's Mason. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. To throw on second down, Anthony. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gregory. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Here's third and 10. They'll try the left side. Mason. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is set away. So possession goes over here on the punt. The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now. Trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
On second down now. It's Mason.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Here's 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Anthony. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right in a yard.
Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now a handoff up the middle. Mason. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, it's Mason. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd and 2, Anthony. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st down, Mason.
He'll get this down to the 38.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.